What's going on, guys? In this video we are learning Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. I'm going to use this song as a vehicle for consolidation of all the beginner chords we need to know, which means hopefully by now you'll have learnt the G chord, the C chord and the D chord, for example, but can we change between them well enough to be able to play some more challenging things and move on from being a beginner? If you can play this song, it is my opinion that you can start taking on more challenging things beyond open chords because we've got those skills nailed now. So let's test that and let's see if we can do it, and let's do it together. The chords that we will need are all in the key of G. So I'm going to actually go ahead and play G first. We need a solid change between the G chord and the D chord, which are the only two chords in the chorus. The other chords that happen in this song are a C major chord, E minor, A minor, and we also have a D7 in this song, which is a variation on that D chord. So here's our D major chord, and the D7 just has more tension to it. It's the same chord as the D major, but with a note added. That seventh note just adds more tension and also sounds a little bit bluesy also. Let's go for the chorus first of all, because it's the most recognizable part of the song, and we only have these two chords. We only have the G major chord and the D major chord, and that is in the following pattern. 1 bar of G, if we just play on the beat, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. To the D major chord, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, and then a further 1 bar of G. So G, D, D, G, and that is our chorus. Join in with me if you can. In 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. D again, and then change back to G. G, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 to D. Yellow submarine, yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. One more time. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. And that is the chorus of this song. If you want to play this along to the original recording, you will have to tune your guitar down by what we call half a step, so just to the flats. So it's not in standard tuning. I've got a video which I will link to up here to help you to be able to do that. But I'm in standard tuning, so you can play along with me. The tuner notes to tune down would just be every string, but just the flat version of it. So E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat. It's what we call tuning down half a step, and it makes it a little lower. Either way, these are the chords that we need to learn. And for the verses, it is as follows. It begins just with one strum of each of the following chords. D major, C major, G major. E minor to A minor, C major to D7. That's in the following fashion. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you might have heard a little squeak there, a little bit of what we call fret noise. That happens a lot more in this song than a lot of them, and what you need to do if you gain an awful lot of string noise, and I'm finding it hard to recreate it now, but when you actually play this sequence you can get a lot of it. Try and lift your fingers straight off the strings, so straight out from the strings rather than sliding along them when you change chord. If you keep fingers down and slide along them just like that, you get that noise. So when you're pressing down and you try and slide, we get fret noise, okay? We get that fret slide noise. So it's actually string noise, but we call it fret noise for some reason. But if you lift straight off, like out, it doesn't happen as much. So for all these chords, straight out and back down. And we don't get fret noise. When we repeat that, we just use a G chord at the start of the sequence. So G, D, C, G, for example. After that first round, we start to add in strumming. I'm just going to encourage that we strum on the beat to start off with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, any chord changes like that, the C to the D7, we can keep that finger down and using it as an anchor point, which is a crucial thing to move on from beginner skills. We need to start by using first fingers, for example, to change, but in different chords, not just like the E, A, and D7 that we did at the start of this, start of when you were learning guitar. Let's have a playthrough of this song now for all those different sections. But remember, if you want to play along to the original recording, you'll need to be half a step down in your tuning, but stay in standard tuning to play along with me. Here we go with Yellow Submarine, starting with that D chord. In 1, 2, 3. In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea. And he told us of his life in the land of submarines. So we sailed onto the sun till we found a sea of green. And we lived beneath the waves in our yellow submarine. Chorus. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. And then the song continues on basically as a repetition of that. But those are the essential skills. If you can get up to there, we can be moving on from beginner stuff, tackling harder progressions, that kind of thing. One thing, if this has all been too straightforward for you, that you can add 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 for your strumming pattern for the verse and the chorus when the strumming kicks in. So rather than just on the beats, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so 8th strumming. Makes it a lot harder, and it takes us really up to improver or even intermediate level when we get, because there's so many chord changes. Just one demo of that with the chorus, and it would really, let's stick to the chorus for that if you want to choose to do that, unless you're very confident. This would be surprisingly difficult to keep that going, especially if you're playing onto the recording with all those chord changes, and especially if you're singing along also. So I hope you've really enjoyed that, guys. I'll leave some other suggested songs on the screen now that you can check out, and I hope to see you in a future video which you can watch right now.